r/AskWomen. Lizzie Minx says, women of Reddit, where was the cringiest place a date has taken you? Melily45 says, his house where he lived with his whole family. It was Christmas, and the first time meeting his family. He was very close with his mother and she just glared at me with hatred the whole time I was there. Very uncomfortable. Red Velvet Cacabatus says, his place. The amount of unhygienic things I've seen from multiple men in their living quarters is appalling. People, please take care of yourselves and your homes. Zaf Jeff says, does it count if he wanted to take me there but I refused? Bring me winner Kyle says, many years ago he invited me to his place. I thought it was a date. He had another girl there and asked me to take them to go get pizza. Pantone 4S says, Rick's in East Lansing. IYKYK. He asked me what kind of food I liked beforehand. I was wearing chandelier earrings. Metha4 says, a convenience store. To buy and drink beer right then and there. Terrible_ruin 5553 says, wasn't really a date. We went back to his place, literally just to hang out, no hanky panky. I thought he understood I just needed a friend. He didn't understand, no, and I walked 2 miles in the freezing rain, with him following, until a friend came to pick me up, and had to pull a gun on him to get him to go home. Exciting stuff. Had my hair yanked, shoved multiple times, got bloodied, but he had a broken nose walking back 2 miles to his place. Good times. Good times. Learned there's no such thing as a friend in the opposite sex that day, and gained a very unhealthy mental illness of agoraphobia. Dense_cockroach 9041 says, we went to 711 to get slushies, then he made me sit on the field to do a Bible study. After that was done he asked me over to watch a movie, so I did, but it ended up a trap to get his dad to turn me into a child of God. They asked me to celebrate that day as the day I was reborn as Jesus' daughter. It took like half an hour, and he spoke in tongues. I'm an atheist, and didn't even give consent. Perlis_cucumber says, not a date, but a friend took me to celebrate my birthday in a Herbalife recruiting reunion. They told her free facial, and we both took the bait as fools. It was worthy to see the faces of the other people that fell with us, resigned and with their faces painted green with the samples they gave us. Beanpants95 says, Wamut. Yeti Pie says, I love all these stories, but truly the best part of this thread is responding to everyone and being engaging. Sportillo11 says, a family fun zone. Not because of this reason, but because the day pass was $20, which I offered to pay and he declined. He then proceeded to make us ride the Ferris wheel at least 6 times. I'm not exaggerating, because he wanted to get his money's worth. I ended up puking from all the motion sickness. He got upset I puked the hot dog he bought me. Worst date ever. I get some laughs now when I think about it. Again, I kept offering to pay. He would politely decline then be upset he spent money. It was so strange. r/AskWomen. A Dream That Dream says, Asian women, how do you maintain a healthy relationship with your in-laws? Destrius says, my white in-laws are great, very easy to get on with, so it's not hard to have a good relationship with them. They are not overbearing, but do keep in touch and we probably see them every couple of months, which is perfect for us. No complaints really. Sapurpx says, I'm technically mixed, but more Korean than anything. Husband's parents like playing grandma and grandpa, especially more now that they're retired. Phil's a grumpy asshole as a rule. Shit was a little awkward when the spouse first introduced me. Dude had major issues regarding certain demographics of people from getting ed up in Vietnam. He's better now, Think Clint Eastwood's character from Gran Torino without the whole terminal disease part. Mill has always been chill until BLM became a thing and she got way too far into it. I'm not saying social justice is a bad thing to be concerned with or whatever as a rule, but she got to the point where whoever she listens for that shit was telling her things to like give money / buy groceries / etc to your black / ambiguously brown friends and family to support them in their struggle. I don't try and brag about this, but the spouse and I both have full actual real adult EM careers. I clear 6 figures nowadays and he blows me out of the water intake home, and she was massively concerned about economic challenges we could be not mentioning due to Sapurpx's background and things like that, and was generally being a pushy asshole about trying to make things into a charity case. White guilt or something, I don't know what the official term really is. She apparently also texted all of the spouse's siblings and told them that they should talk to me about as their first point of contact for social justice and equity bias issues without telling me or the husband first. Which no. Just no. Had to have more than a few conversations with her about chilling the frick out about that. She's gotten better, but who's easier to get along with between her and my Phil have basically switched compared to when we first got married. He's still an equal opportunity asshole and all that, but the Asian peeps PTSD, or whatever you wanna call his initial issues, really aren't a thing anymore. Takathini says, I love my in-laws. Some of them are off, but for the most part, I get along well with everyone. My Mill lives with us currently. At times, it can be annoying, but that's living with anyone tbh. My in-laws are white / Mexican. They enjoy spending time with my family. r/AskWomen. Scary_Samantha says, how do you deal with climate anxiety? Dreaming Goffrey says, my family composts plant matter on the side of our backyard. We turn off lights and fans when we don't need them. Surprisingly, the thing that helped me the most was the book Jurassic Park, wherein Malcolm points out that, while humans can undo damage the environment, we are unlikely to destroy life. Eventually, we will either destroy ourselves or get our act together, and Earth will recover. Learner for Life Park says, seriously, I'd want to know this, especially those who have kids or want to have kids. How do you handle the crippling climate anxiety and the impending resources depletion fears, and what the kids will go through in this ruthless world? Quiet Butterfly 54 says, I remind myself that the upcoming largest economy in the world, China, is taking climate change very seriously and investing trillions of dollars into carbon neutral / negative initiatives. Scarlet_Stockings says, reading these comments makes me unbelievably sad. I was born in 1970. That year it was predicted that within 20 years global warming would cause mass starvation that would kill the majority of humans. Since then, for my entire life, we were told every few years that we had just 10 or 20 years until it was too late. The prognosticators of doom have been wrong for more than 50 years. Live as responsibly as you reasonably can. Have a family, be happy. Stop stressing. Realize that China and India have the largest populations on the planet and are by far the largest polluters. Living miserable and in fear makes no impact on the problems in Asia. Miss Maximum 773 says, I don't have kids, don't travel much, try to reduce my waste as much as possible. It's hard just trying to exist in modern society without producing a huge amount of waste. Big hug from a stranger says, I do my small part in making things better, or, at least, not contributing to it. I also opted not to have children, to be really honest, because I didn't want to directly put someone in the line of fire. Otherwise, I just accept what I can't personally change. Live my life. Enjoy my moments. And don't let anxiety steal whatever joy I have. r/AskWomen. Redditor throwaway underscore says, what are you most passionate about? Alwitterbuffers says, my family in software engineering. Somerset76 says, teaching history. Firatech says, I don't really have one. Thin_flan_8261 says, the big picture. Midnight Fire Huntress says, video games. Throwaway 548,921 says, weight loss at the moment. I'm finally on a good plan and sticking to it to the T. I think I'll hit gold by summer or fall, so I'm pumped. Sweet Poem 7625 says, design and illustration. Significant_cake_946 says, drawing. Espilette_ says, cooking. I love creating something new. I love the smells of the fresh ingredients. I love changing it to my taste. I love the sounds of cooking too. The tea you want says, fashion. C Red Scallops says, guiding my kids to adulthood. International_B303 says, cats, cooking. Near Culture Techno IRG says, this K-pop/Mandapop group called NCT is my #1 passion. Tayred608 says, currently seeing the downfall of the MPA movie rating system lifelong. Shirley Jackson and Gatta keeping adaptations of her work. Lucius120 says, helping others. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. Wrestling Woman says, animals, music, wrestling. Mirakumi says, I just want others to be happy. I feel like if I can at least do that, I did something right, lol. Taka Flavored Pringles says, helping people who are misunderstood. Disu18 says, improving myself. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.